Hey drum fam, hello YouTube. Welcome to a brand new year, 2021. Hey, we're going to get it kicked off today with a really helpful lesson. Won't be any playing, there won't be any playing, but the information I have to share with you today is very, very important to you developing as a drummer. In fact, it's how to become a better drummer when playing with other musicians. So instead of your drumsticks this time, I want you to grab a notepad and meet me back here in just a few seconds. Let's get started. Okay, drum fam, we are back. Today's lesson, how to become a better drummer when playing with other musicians. There are 5 things that I want to go over with you, so I hope you have your notepad ready, especially for my beginner and intermediate drummer. These tips will help you immensely, especially if you're trying to do session work, if you're trying to be in a band, if you're playing at your church, or if you're playing with friends. These principles that I'm going to share with you are pretty universal and will help you if you apply them. It will definitely help you become a better drummer. So let's get right into it. Tip number 1, I want you to practice being a good listener. Be a good listener. And what do I mean by that? I mean, be a good listener to the other musicians that are around you, whether that be at your church or on stage with you or your friends or what have you. And also, listen to music changes. Know how to help the band transition in between changes. So whether that's from the verse to a chorus, or a chorus back to a verse, or to a bridge, you have to facilitate that change. You have to help usher the band into that change. So be a good listener and listen for that, and if you will, kind of cue your band, whether it be a field or a build-up or anything of that nature, to help in that transition. So number 1 is be a good listener. Number 2, in order to become a better drummer when playing with other musicians, is lay down a great pocket groove for the other musicians. I know as a drummer, you know, sometimes we want to be all over the place, and on YouTube there's all these drummers doing all this chop stuff. That's fine, but ask yourself, does that really have a place in the music that I'm playing at the moment? Does that fit? Keep in mind, there are other musicians, there may be other vocalists that are involved in the song or in the performance. You don't want to be all over the place and there's no room musically for that lead vocal or for those background vocals or for harmonies or things of that nature. So lay down a good groove, a good pocket or groove for the rest of the musicians in the band. You are the foundation as the drummer. You are the heartbeat of the band. Okay? All right, point number 3. Understand that it is about the music or band or group, and it is not about you personally as a drummer. And I know sometimes as drummers, that's hard to hear, that's hard to swallow. But in the reality of the situation, it's not about us as the drummers. It's about the whole collective band or group as a whole. It's about the music that we're playing so that we can reach other people through our music, through what we're playing. So it's not about the drummer. Sometimes, you know, drummers go, well, the tempo is what I say it is. I'm not going to debate that here, but what I'm trying to tell you is, remember, if you're trying to become a better drummer while playing with other musicians, this is something you're going to have to consider. Now, if you want to have 30 cymbals and, you know, 100 drums or whatever, you want a Neil Peart setup, that's fine, but does it fit the style of music that you're playing? And will it be too much during that gig or that performance? You have to consider those things. Again, it's not about you, it's about the group or the musicians or the band as a whole. Number 4, I want you to create a sense of mood or feel in the music. You know, as the drummer, you have a very unique opportunity to set a tone, to set a tempo, to set a feeling or groove Remember that head bobbability we talked about in the previous video. I'll link it for you here. All right, but that head bobbability for the other musicians, what are you building for those other musicians to build off of, or to feed off of, if you will, so that it may spark that guitar player to play that riff, or that keyboard player may hit a chord or in a certain way or something like that, that may in turn spark you, and then that whole synergy, that whole magical element in the music is now happening in real time. That's something that can't be practiced, if you will. Okay, that synergy kind of comes when things are just going and people are locked in. All right, so keep that in mind. Again, that's create a sense of mood or feel in the music. And my fifth and final point for you and how to become a better drummer when playing with other musicians is to play with dynamics and do not overplay or be too busy in the music. Okay, kind of alluded to that earlier when I said, you know, yes, it's great to have chops and it's great to be able to move around your kit 1,000,000 miles per hour. But if it doesn't fit the song or the genre that you're playing at the moment, what good is it? But you may argue, oh, but I've been practicing that all week. Okay, but that's fine that you've practiced that. It's fine that you put your time in your craft. It's fine that you got your tempo and your chops up to speed, so to speak. But if it's not fitting to the music, then you're doing a greater harm than you are a greater good to the music and to the other musicians that you're playing with. So once again, I'll run them down for you. 5 things, or the 5 ways you can become a better drummer when playing with other musicians, that is to be a good listener. That's number 1. Number 2, I want you to lay down a great pocket or groove for the other musicians or for the rest of the band. Number 3, I want you to understand that it is about the music or band or group. It's not about you as the drummer. It's about the whole thing, okay, the whole group. Number 4, create a sense of feel or mood in the music. That is determined by you, the drummer. And number 5, fifth and final one, is to play with dynamics and do not overplay or be too busy in the music. You know, there's nothing more than trying to listen to a song that's beautifully written, or the harmonics are great, or the lead vocalist is great, or whatever, and the drummer is just all over the place. I mean, you're hitting crashes where there shouldn't be crashes, you're doing fills where there shouldn't be fills, you're trying to display your chops because now you feel like, hey, this is my golden opportunity to do everything that I've been doing in practice all week. Know when to say when, okay? Know when to do those things and when not to do those things. So if you do these 5 tips, I promise you, you will become a better drummer when playing with other musicians. You'll be more appreciated, you'll be more sought after, and hopefully at some point in your career as a drummer, you'll make more money, maybe as a session musician or something like that, or even recording from home. But if you do these 5 things, I can almost guarantee you that you will be a better drummer. People will enjoy playing with you more. You'll get more out of your gigs. It'll be more enriching for everyone. And in turn, you'll probably even get more opportunities to play because you've applied these 5 things. All right. Thank you so much. Again, Happy New Year. If you have not already done so, please click the subscribe button, hit the like, click on the notification bell so that you'll know when our next video is coming out. And by the way, if you would like the opportunity to support our channel and to help us do what we're doing, you can now find us on Patreon, patreon.com/TheRimshotDrummer. There you will find different tiers of support or membership. We would love to have you as a partner. There are some tiers that you have exclusive content, exclusive access to content to. For example, access to videos before they go public on YouTube, private lesson type videos that are there just for you that will not be put on YouTube. So go over to Patreon, check it out, patreon.com/RimshotDrummer, and we would love to have your support. Thank you to all my friends that support us around the country, around the world, in Italy and Greece. Thank you to my new friends. Hey, Wally, I see you. Hey, Travis, we're back, buddy. So I'm so excited about all the things that are getting ready to come up in these next videos. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of January. Share it with all your friends. Share the link and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next lesson. Bye, guys. Thank you.